kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Starting the drive with Algier. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte will give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, the numbers for London last week, 6 catches, 110 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Target dialing the long way out. That will be 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Back to throw again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion, or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, We only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Fields on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
And they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Looking for more there on first down, but this thing outfield incomplete. The Panthers at 13-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second, here's Algier. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run right there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped it. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is Kylan.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ. great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away. First down.
Second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. One play action. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones complete to Zacchaeus. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Past the 20. And he will this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second and 4. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
5 yards remain on second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. There's a gain of 4. And now 1 yard to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Jones on 1st down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. That's a staple in this offense. Drive well to the tight end.
He's able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Daniel Jones scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Jones throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He's been a busy man here in this one. Some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
They have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he's got room. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 2nd and 11 at the 41. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It seems like we have seen this a lot in his rookie year. A nice tackle for a loss.
And the more games he gets under his belt, the better he's gotten. And sometimes you worry about rookies hitting the wall. Not in this case. This young man runs right through it.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delayed game, Austin.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.